And we are live. I've just started recording.
Alright. Joining the world.
Okay, so now for a question. What is your overarching individual goal for the series? What would you like to do for this series?
I'm gonna make a massive underground base.
Alright. Would you like to build it underneath Kalistria City?
Definitely. You gotta go down and find a massive Vatican-styled underground long hallways and stuff.
We're gonna build ourselves like giant catacombs and just screw around in them.
Oh yes.
With like a sewer network and like a dungeon. And...
Yes, and that's gonna be where I stay.
Well, I do think the seed worked. Hello.
Hello.
Let me quickly go to 30% volume. And...
Am I a little loud? Was the game loud?
Nope. Options. Video settings. Okay, everything's satisfactory. You know what? I'll do 60% and I'll put block sounds a little bit lower. I'll put them at 50. Okay, yeah. And if I go to controls, okay, my auto jump is off. And welcome back. Welcome back to a seed that we haven't been in for half a year. Or welcome to this lovely world. Now pick a tree.
Let's do this tree.
This tree? Okay, this tree will be the first one we destroy. Let's just leave like one log so that we can remember him. We'll make a memorial to this poor fallen tree that had 4 logs. Are you kidding me? Okay, different tree. We need to find a better tree. That one's evidently dumb. So, your overarching goal for the series is a giant, massive underground base.
Yes.
Could you...
Tall hallways, tall ceilings.
Could you elaborate a little bit more? Oh, okay. What I'll do is I will make a suggestion and you can go yes or no.
Alright.
So if I said, series of rooms designed to each of our individual tastes. Everyone who has a stake in the construction of your giant underground base. But each person's room could be something like a small biome replica.
Yes.
Neat. Resource farms. What do you think about them? Outside? Inside?
What now?
Resource farms. Like, would you get like a tree farm on the inside, or?
Let's do it inside.
Inside? Neat. Sounds like we're gonna have to build a very, very big base.
Yes, that's the plan. Ever expanding.
You know what? Ever expanding is a... Okay, I guess you're the first person to take damage, which is refreshing compared to our old series on the first realm because, you know, the first time I took damage, I died instantly.
Was that in the big ravine?
Yes, it was. I spawned right on top of the tree, and I thought, ooh, I'm going to step off this tree. That was my first mistake. The second was pressing the backspace, or the back key instead of the forward key. Like, I hit S instead of W, and then I went straight into, like, rock and died. And then after that, my next mistake was not getting diamonds as fast as you. Like, you absolutely flexed on us.
Hey, that's
You and your like 3-minute diamond acquisition. That is.
It's a little slower this time.
Yeah, maybe I'm. What I'm doing right now is stockpiling wood so that I can maybe not need to stockpile as much during. Or sorry, that I don't need to stop mining halfway to go get a refill.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Tootsie tootsie.
Oh right, baby animals spawn in 1.15. I thought it was
there you are.
thought it was a rabbit or something. Weird looking rabbit, I know.
I thought I just hadn't been on the game for a long time and they added something small.
I don't know why, but I'm very tempted to hit it with an axe, just like shits and giggles. But I know that its family is nearby, and they can smell dumbass in the air. So, tree farms are an inside thing. What about small localized biomes? Like basically, what you do is you would steal like parts of biomes or harvest parts of biomes and then store them in like storage downstairs.
So, miniature biome there.
Yeah, you could keep them to like under a chunk and encase them in glass. You could, I'm not sure what you do.
Do you remember in the old world where I had that big panda?
Give me a sec. The enormous underground panda space. Yes, I do. It was like one of the.
Basically a recreation.
It was one of the last things you were working on, right?
Yes, right after the aquarium, yeah.
Oh, that aquarium area was cool as hell.
Oh yeah.
So
Except for when it leaked every times.
I was thankfully not around for that. Roughly what size would you like your underground project to be?
Oh, well, that's hard to say right now.
You don't want to put a hard limit on like how big the project will be. Okay. I understand. I
mean, ever says that.
Yes, your base size can be listed as infinite. Which you could technically do because we're in a world that is infinite up until the 30,000 block limit. Then it's is there something wrong with my jump key? Okay.
You matched your keyboard.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can totally jump this. Okay. So ever expanding base. Are you okay to build it underneath a city, or do you want to build your Orochimaru hideout by yourself? Like,
no, I'm definitely building it in the city.
Okay, because if I knew me, I would want to stay as far away from me as I could. Like, if I could find another landmass, I would go to the other landmass and kick it there instead of next to me.
So I should go on another hunting spree of the axe again.
It's funny you should say that. An axe is what I'm holding right now. I'm gonna run this one out of durability and then I guess build like the starter house, but since I'm collecting resources and I guess we're aiming for a more aesthetic kind of world than we are like a massively functional. Not saying that we can't have a very functional world, that we're just prioritizing aesthetics a little. We should actually build a sort of nice house instead of like an ugly forest noob shack.
Definitely. Takes me back to when you built your first shack. First trip.
What was my first shack? I think I built the default noob 3x3x3 shack.
No, it was a 5x5.
Okay.
And then you had an upstairs where there was a roof, but your roof wasn't like covered.
Right.
Then went for walls.
That
Yeah,
sounds
fences around them.
like the exact type of shithole I would pick to live in. Not even one I'd choose. Like I would just build it for myself. Speaking of, I am in the process of building a very rudimentary mine. And
Very nice.
oh, okay. I keep forgetting that I'm not using Optifine anymore, so I can't just.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's gonna suck waiting for Optifine 1.15. By the time it came out, we were like halfway to 1.15, right? We were.
No, I think it will about a quarter.
Oh, okay, so. Oh, right. I just installed it late as hell.
Ooh, hello. I see friend.
You enjoy making your friends? I don't want to die on the first night, so I'm gonna go seal myself away inside my magic cave of wonders. Which,
No, I see beehive.
Oh.
You don't know how these work yet.
You need Silk Touch to pick them up. You need to put a campfire underneath them to stop the bees from stinging you to death. It's
right above water, so it's not gonna work.
Right, do bees not follow you into water?
I'm not sure. That would be very
lifelike.
accurate. Yeah. Oh my god, there's lava right there.
I need a stone pickaxe. This is really slow going. So, oh, actually, wait. If we're going for aesthetics over like pure game progression, we should probably not speed run a Nether portal, right?
No, we don't really need the portal yet until we need glowstone.
Or quartz. That shit is amazing. Except, you know, at a distance, snow and like, actually, yeah, snow does the exact same thing as quartz.
Now that there's concrete and terracotta, I think quartz is kind of little.
Yeah,
You don't really need to go to Nether for much.
Quartz is like the old meta. This is the new meta.
Yeah. Not this massive cave, by the way.
Oh, sweet.
Right, it's massive. I haven't run.
If you are not recording, keep me up to date on the resources you're getting. I'm
Some iron.
Ooh.
6 iron. But much coal to use.
What I'm doing right now is just gathering a bunch of coal so I can make a. I guess. Oh, well. Have fun with him.
You can't get up here.
Let me just. Why I'm very paranoid today.
Towards what?
I don't know. That's just the thing. It's like this random formless paranoia.
He's carrying a sword. Iron sword.
Oh.
Zombie's dead.
Neat. Let me just.
Spike.
It's really hard to do things that are aesthetically pleasing on a budget of like 5 rocks and. Okay. Bam.
Yeah, I mean, we're still starting out, so.
You know what? Completely fair point. Maybe the problem is me being ambitious. Let's see. This can go under here.
See, this is why. Every time I play Minecraft, my go-to is on base. I don't like building because you get first off spend less materials on building the exterior.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't even have to plan about the exterior.
Yeah, if you're in an underground base, you are just. Oh, I do not like how this looks.
I see a name tag.
You do? Weird. I don't.
I don't get what.
Currently building. Trying to build a. Oh, give me a second. I can make this look a lot better than it currently is. I am at least trying to make a decent looking starter shack, but it is really not going well.
If you make it good, probably good to see your, like, were you planning a village?
Not necessarily a village, really just a mining section. Like if the whole place becomes like, I don't think gentrified is the word I'm looking for, but if this place takes off and becomes a small settlement, this is where all the mining stuff happens. Yeah, I can't really find words to articulate exactly what I'm looking for, but I have a vision.
I haven't.
I'm gonna. I can't quote the Martin Luther King speech.
Yeah, go join.
Okay, does this work a little better? It's like, bam. Okay. It must sound really weird for you because you have like absolutely no context of what's going on here.
And I just imagine you're placing a bunch of blocks.
You know what? Fair. That was a very fair guess. It's what I'm currently doing. Humna. Okay, I'm gonna put a stone. Oh, really? Placement works really funny. Hey, welcome to the starter shack.
Yes. I like how this is going so far.
Heads up, if for any reason there's
I'm gonna have
ever
to
a
figure out where I want to start.
where you wanna?
Where I want to start building the first section of the massive underground thing.
Do we want to decide on a final city location, or does you know what? I know the old coords of the previous base we had set up, which means we could have that block of land surrounded by the lake. Sounds
Tempting.
kind of tempting, right?
Yeah. At the same time, all these creepers are really scaring me. I'm gonna go indoors.
You know what? Good idea. Oh, wait. Is this place skeleton proofed? Okay, heads up. It is.
Okay, no, not skeleton proof.
It is apparently not. Why? Okay, I'm gonna craft a sword.
Oh! That's very imminent.
I think I can manage this one zombie. Till I turn around and see a creeper. That is.
Yes, it's shipment of this company.
Oh.
What is that? Oh, that's a
Aw, man. We said that at exactly the same time. Oh man. Heads up, don't come over the rise. It's not gonna be fun.
Oh, you got a big hole in front of your mining thing.
Well, I guess you can't win everyone.
Yeah.
We have a piece of chicken. I really don't know what use it's gonna be. So, mini biomes you are less fond of.
Deserts, nothing to build.
Yeah, you'd really just be stealing a bunch of sand and like putting it in a hole.
Yeah.
What about military stuff? What about like I don't know, like an underground armory?
Okay, when you said military, the first thing that popped up in my head was like a full-on SAF.
Like navy hangars and
Guns. Yeah. So I was like, wait, what do you mean?
yeah, that is a bit immersion breaking. Like it's not really related to the setting.
Go into a catacomb, you find a massive RPG there.
Unless you're doing one of those like it's like a genre of fantasy where it's like I think the genre is actually called science fantasy, which is a little bit weird. Like
Science fiction.
not sci-fi like Star Wars, like science fantasy. Like it's you're in a fantasy setting, but it's not really fantasy because they have like guns that are powered by magic. It's like Rooster Teeth Ruby is what I'm thinking of. Like for all intents and purposes, it's a magic setting, but it's not really magic. It's very it's almost entirely science is what I'm thinking of. We could make that as a setting if that was like a like aesthetic vision. But I think we're both the fans of like the old. I'm
rustic.
Yes, rustic fantasy, like medieval European. Which is actually another question I had to ask. What is your favorite style of? Hold on, let me quickly check the recording. It has been 22 minutes, so I'll stop this recording session.